sentences. Most of these answers have been given during the explanation of the lessons. Still, I am telling you the questions. Who were the Arabs, the inhabitants of the land of Arabia? They were divided into different tribes, always fighting with each other and used to live a very hard life. Next is who were Bedouins? Bedouins were the nomadic people of Arabia. The word Bedouin means inhabitants of the desert. They moved from place to place on horseback or camelback in search of food. Their main occupation was cattle rearing. What is Hijra? You will write it. Muhammad's flight from Mecca to Medina in 622 AD is known as Hijra. The Muslim calendar begins from this date and year. Who were caliphs? They were the successors of Muhammad who ruled the Arab state and served as the head of Islam. The word caliph means representative of the Prophet. They controlled all political and religious affairs. Abu Bakr, Muhammad's father-in-law, was the first caliph, followed by Hazrat Omar, Hazrat Othman and Hazrat Ali. Next question, why was Cordova famous? You will write, in course of time, Europe came into contact with Islam. The capital of Arab rule in Spain was at Cordova. It was the center of contemporary European learning and culture. The Islamic rule in Cordova witnessed great development in trade, commerce, industry, art and culture. People from all over Europe came and studied in Cordova University as it has become one of the main centers of learning and education in the medieval world. So that is why Cordova was famous. So you will jot down 2 to 3 sentences from here. How was Abbasid Caliphate established? You will write, in 750 AD, the rule of Umayyad Caliphate ended. They were overthrown by the Abbas dynasty through an uprising. In this way, the Abbasid Caliphate was established that ruled for about 500 years from their capital at Baghdad. Next, we move on to the next lesson, Western Europe in medieval period. The first SAQ from this chapter is, what was the extent of Charlemagne's empire? Now, Charlemagne, you will write that Charlemagne was an extraordinary military conqueror. He had fought or led more or less 50 military campaigns, and his kingdom, the size of his kingdom almost equaled to the size of the ancient Western Roman Empire. It extended from river Elbe in east to river Ebro in west, and from North Sea to Italy. And second question, why is Charlemagne known as Charles the Great? Now, most outstanding ruler, he was most outstanding ruler with immense military talent and energy. Moreover, he was a great patron of art and learning. Next, why did Pope Leo III crown Charlemagne as the Emperor of Rome? Because Charlemagne had rescued Pope Leo III from many dangers. In 798 AD, the Pope had been forced to leave Rome as the result of a revolt. Charlemagne helped him to regain his papacy with full power. So, in gratitude, Pope Leo III crowned him as the Emperor of Rome. Mention 2 importances of the coronation of Charlemagne. you will write that the coronation of Charlemagne occurred in the year 800 AD. It was the central event of the medieval history, and as for the two importances, you will write it was it marked the victory of law and order over chaos and anarchy, and also it brought about the unity of the whole of Christendom. And next question, what was the Carolingian Renaissance? Charlemagne was a great patron of education, learning, arts, architecture. Yeah, these questions have already been given to you. The answers have been given. You can write from there. He wanted to restore the lost cultural glory of ancient Roman Empire. His capital was decorated with magnificent palaces, gardens, churches, etc., etc. And he was also a patron of learning, and many scholars have assembled in his court during his ruling time. So he was that period was the revival of learning and literature and the architecture, art, etc. That is why that it is known as the Carolingian Renaissance. Charlemagne, during it has happened during the time of Charlemagne. That is why it is known as Carolingian. Carolingian is related to Charlemagne. How do you know that Charlemagne was a patron of education? You will write that he himself was a very knowledgeable person. He used to gather knowledge from books, different kinds of books, and then he patronized many scholars in his court, and also he had opened many schools in his empire, and then there was a palace school for the learning of the children or the boys from the noble families. Who were the Benedictine monks? You will write that the Saint Benedict had opened or founded the monastery, Monte Cassino Monastery in Italy, and he had the monks who had followed the Benedictine rules. They were known as the Benedictine monks. What was the investiture contest? It is the conflict between the emperor and the pope over the control of the state, was known as the investiture contest. After the death of Charlemagne, it had begun, and it reached its height during the papacy of Pope Gregory VII, and it had ended with the signing of the Concordat of Worms, and it actually involved regarding the election of the free election of the priests. The church did not want the interference of the state in the election of the priests. So that was the investiture contest. What were the Benedictine vows? Again, Saint Benedict had founded the Monte Cassino Monastery in Italy, and he had introduced strict rules for the monks to follow. The rules were poverty, chastity, discipline, obedience, etc. These vows or these promises brought uniformity in monastic rules and regulations. Monastic life rather. What is meant by the term university? The word university means an association of students and teachers who assembled together for the purpose of higher studies. Students from far off places gathered in a place where they could receive education. You can give the examples of University of Paris, University of Bologna, or University of Salerno. recent universities, the modern universities, you can write about the Cambridge University, the Oxford University, etc., etc. Now we are moving to the next set of questions from the next chapter. The first question from the lesson feudalism is define feudalism. Like, what was feudalism? You can write it was a system of economic, social and political relationship based on land existed in Europe between the 9th and 13th centuries, and it had immense impact in the entire history and culture of the medieval Europe. Next question, who were the different categories of feudal lords? You will write the dukes and counts, followed by earls and barons, then earls and barons with the king at the top, and the lowest category of feudal lords who did not have any land under their control were the knights. Next, why did the feudal system emerge in Europe? So you can write any 3 factors that helped in the rise of feudalism, like the weaknesses of the kings, absence of a strong central power, which led to the rise in the power of the local feudal lords, and continuous barbarian attacks, etc., etc. Where was a castle built? Why? Castle was built in the high ground or on a hilltop, which was again surrounded by a wide ditch of water or moat. It was built like this because due to the barbarian attacks, invasions, for the protection of the villages and the feudal lords. How would you say that the manors were self-sufficient? You will have to write that the manors produced everything on its own, because there were the farmland for cultivation of crops, there were the vegetable gardens, there were the orchards for fruits. So everything was produced in a manner except for salt and iron. What were the duties of a knight? To preserve the honor of women, protect children and weak, help needy, serve the church and fight against the forces of evils, etc., etc. Who were the troubadours? The moving poets and singers of France, England, Germany. They were known as troubadours. In Germany, they were known as Minnesingers. They used to sing the songs of bravery of the medieval heroes like King Arthur, Roland, or the Robin Hood. There were many such heroes. What was chivalry? The answer you know. What was a tournament? It was a friendly fight between the knights. For their entertainment, they used to fight with each other. So that was known as tournament. And who were the serfs? The peasants who were tied to the land. They absolutely had no freedom. They were their life was dependent on the whims of the feudal lord. They were expected to work at any odd hours as per the wish of their masters, etc., etc. You will have to write. They led a miserable life. They ate very less amount of food. They were dressed in ragged clothes. They used to live in a hut along with the cattle. You can write anything from here. So this is the discussions on the worksheet of the second unit exam. I would like you all to copy down the questions in a separate copy and write down the answers and prepare your studies.